Please read the disclaimer. Hello, beautiful people. Shalom, money makers. XRP is heating up with the anticipation of the XRP ETFs potentially coming soon, and XRP is up over 7% today. We'll talk about what the reason why is. That was some bad grammar. I'm sorry. We talked a little bit about in the morning, but we're going to talk a little bit more. We'll talk about the Bitcoin's gap that we need to watch out for. Something interesting coming from the Bank of England, right? And a not so good indicator for XRP that actually in the past has been nothing really. We'll talk about that. You'll understand. And Mr. Saylor continues with his plan. All I asked from you is that you give me a beautiful smile to send out those good vibes. Smishity smash that like button and let's get into it. So currently XRP is sitting at $2.53, up 7.2% on the day. The whole crypto market is not doing, wow, coming off of the $2,000 stimulus check news and potential of the government opening back up. You can see Bitcoin is up 1%, Ethereum is down 1%, Solana's up 1%, Doge is flat. So the total crypto market is only up 0.77%, whereas XRP is up 7%. It was up even close to 8% at 256, somewhere 257, somewhere around that range for XRP, but it has been consolidating past 5-6 hours, and it will be very interesting to see where XRP goes from here. If you remember, just a few days ago, we were on the other side here of the scale, or the, I forgot what this is called, the gauge, right? Yes, gauge is the word. And now we're already back all the way up here. So you see how fast it flips. And if we go back again to the local low, XRP is up about 22.5% in the last week. So very nice move here for XRP, and XRP is back to where it was last Monday. So basically last week is deleted, right? And we'll see where XRP goes from here. Of course, I don't know exactly what's going to happen. This video is just my opinions and what I am seeing in the market. Of course, not financial advice. Always do your own due diligence before you decide to invest. If you want a little bit more analysis and a little bit more what's going on, we do have the Telegram group, which about 200 of you have joined. I think we can get to a few thousand, right, in the group. We're now at 200. There's no, you can just join, right, if you have the app. Also, I want to announce that I do have a new partner on the channel, BYDFI, right? And they are starting with a really amazing, what's it called? Promotion. Yes. And when you sign up, you use my link, you deposit, there's going to be some big bonuses. And you see here the whale traders, right? The whale traders are going to get an extra bonus, okay? So we already have the Telegram group where we get extra content, content that, I might have an opinion and I want to get it in a minute or two, but I don't want to upload a video to YouTube, right? This is a place where I can do that. But also for whale traders that are going to be in this bracket, right, on this side, there's also going to be another special group, a chat that is going to be only for whale traders. And that is going to have me and a direct representative from BYDFI that is going to be our liaison, and any troubles we have, any issues we have, we're going to have someone that is going to be able to help us as soon as we have issues. And that is a big plus, where other exchanges we might have to, contact support, and sometimes they don't know, and maybe they don't answer. Right here, we have a straight connection, and also I'm going to be there. So if you have questions, you have things you wanna know what's up with me, so we can talk there. But in general, right outside of that, I'm not going to DM you. I'm not going to send you any messages on any other platform. Those are imposters, those are scammers, so please be very careful. I'm going to have the link to BYDFI here on my website. I'll link to that in the description down below. I forgot to refresh it. I added the button here, BYDFI. You click here and then you can sign up if you're interested. Again, please trade responsibly, okay? Very, very important. Leverage can be very, very profitable, but also risky. We can make a lot of money, but we can also lose a lot of money as well. So again, they are my partner. I will get a commission once you sign up and use my link. So link is in the description down below to my website, and then the link is here, okay? So if we go back to XRP, we go back to the news. Interestingly, this morning, Bitcoin did open up a gap, right? So we have a gap up. We can see that here. We do have a gap up, and historically, a gap up is filled for the most part, usually in the day, 2 days after. We have seen scenarios where it takes a little bit longer, right? We famously have this gap that at 92,000 that hasn't been filled. There was the gap, of course, at 77,000 that we thought wouldn't get filled, but did get filled. So this is a close one, and unless we go up and we never come back, it's probably going to get filled. So take that into consideration. We also have to take into consideration when we're looking right now at the markets that a lot of the hype, right, that is happening right now is around the $2,000 stimulus check narrative, right? As it's compelling, but the truth is there's high chance, 76% according to the prediction market, that the tariffs are ruled against by the Supreme Court. And so that could potentially make it not relevant. Even if we are approved, there's no guarantee it will be flat payments. Even Besson said it could be various forms like tax deductions, very different from a $2K bank, right, transfer. So yeah, it sounds compelling, but unlikely to pay out the way that people are expecting. We'll see. We'll see. I think that's why the markets got excited, over the weekend. But for now, we're seeing XRP move, and we're seeing the rest of the market kind of not pull back, but not going bonanzas. Although the president related tokens are up today nicely, so that's interesting. But everything else outside of XRP and HBAR and Algorand, so maybe it's HBAR is also up 8%. So maybe it has a little bit more to do with ISO, right, and not the ETF tickers that we talked about that were listed on the DTCC that we thought that it high probability that because of this listing, we'll see an XRP ETF pretty soon. It could be something relevant to that because now I'm seeing that HBAR and Algorand are up also 5%, 6%, 8%. So it could be something like that. So again, we have to take it into consideration that there could be a pullback after this, okay? I don't know how the market is going to play out short term again. And so, you have to have a plan in place. If you're short term, long term, medium term, what are you doing? That's very, very important, okay? There's good factors right now in the market and also uncertain factors. And that's why it's kind of a mixed bag today, okay? This is interesting. Justin, Bank of England to limit stablecoin holdings to £20,000. But, right, there's a but here. The community note says the limit applies only to sterling denominated stablecoins, not all stablecoins like USDT or USDC. So yeah, it is problematic, but it would only be in the sterling denominated stablecoin if you'd want to be with stablecoins that were pegged to the sterling, right, to the pound. Okay, I mean it's not it's not very bad, but it's not great that they're deciding to cap stablecoin holdings. England is having all kinds of issues recently. I know I have all you guys and gals from the UK or from England. Let me know in the comment section. Are you happy with your government or not? Our second largest viewership is from the the UK. So I know you guys have opinions on your leaders. This is an interesting scenario that is happening here for XRP, actually. When we were at around 248, or actually a day or two ago, we did have the quote unquote, I don't even want to say the word because I don't know how the algorithm is going to look at that, but you see what I'm highlighting here. It's you know, I've said this before, a golden one doesn't mean that the asset is going to go up significantly, and the opposite doesn't mean that we're going to go down. There's a lot of factors. Indicators are not, a way to follow, without looking at other things, right? Indicators, sometimes they'll be right, sometimes they'll be wrong, okay? So that's very, very important to remember. We've seen, for example, with the 1348 EMA, the indicator that I use, sometimes it gives us a signal and it's great, and sometimes it gives us a signal and then 3 days later we're coming back down again. It happens sometimes, like here, right? We had this a green and then we had a red, okay? So it's very important to remember that. And if you saw that and you're like, oh no, right? It's just remember that, okay? And Saylor continues to go with his plan, and he's acquired a significant amount of BTC again. And so it will be interesting to see, how much he eventually accumulates. His average is at 74,000, so he's still up big, but it will be very interesting to see what happens with the crypto markets in the next coming days, week, right? We started off last week, not so great. Maybe this week, we'll get back on the horse of the positive movements. I know that's what most people want. If you're long, if you're short, then you want the market to go down, right? That's just how it is. So it will be very interesting to see how it plays out. Remember, we have the Telegram group where you can join, and we have the new partner, BYDFI. My son wants to play a game. 1 second. So? Usually he's asleep when I make the videos. He wanted to say hello. Yeah. He wanted to play again. I tried to make the video with him still awake. Usually I make it after he goes to sleep or he's in his room. So my wife went. Anyway, this is what you got to do sometimes when you have 3 kids. So check out the Telegram group. Check out BYDFI. We have that whale group with the chat. It's very, very, it's going to be amazing there. So check that out in the description down below. Again, not financial advice. Always do your own due diligence before you decide to invest. Don't forget to drop a comment, smash that like button. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you next time.